It's not just a game, it's riverparishfootball.com. This week's highlights after this. When you're driving down the road and you hear this noise, what do? It's simple. You call Laplace Glass at 985-652-4222. Give the make and model of your vehicle, tell them whether you're going through your insurance company, and let the professional staff at Laplace Glass take it from there. Go ahead and relax. It's a painless process. Laplace Glass. Give us a break. We'll fix it. From the Buckwalter Insurance Group home studios in Destrehan, welcome to our riverparishfootball.com studio show. I'm Eric Ritchie. Week 6. Finally, some success for River Parish teams who overall collectively 7-1. And it all started Thursday. Hahnville on the road taking on Bonneville. Turnovers, the big part of this game. Hahnville led 7-6 early second quarter, but Bonneville's Matt LeBeau, he's going to take this one all the way the other way. 81 yards for the score, and suddenly Hahnville's lead is now a deficit, trailing 13-7. Easton Melanson, the quarterback for the Tigers, he's going to find number 18, that's big Kalen Carter. It's a 10-yard touchdown. It was 14-3 Hahnville with 6:06 left in the first half. But another turnover. This time, Melanson's pass is tipped, and that's Bonneville's Joe Este. And there he goes, 72 yards. Back and forth, ebb and flow. How about pick and six? 72 yards to the locker room we go. And Bonneville led 19-14. Sergio Medina had 160 rushing yards for Hahnville. Cody Morales had 91. Hahnville gets a 1-yard touchdown run late from Melanson in the third quarter, and the Tigers hang on, 20-19, their first win of the year. Afterwards, riverparishfootball.com's Lori Lyons with the happy Lou Valden.
It's a win. It's a district win. We'll take it. I mean, this is the first time. I mean, this has been a season of firsts for us. It's the first time we've been 0-2. It's the first time we've been 0-3. It's the first time we've been 0-4. It's the first time we give up 2 defensive touchdowns and win a game. But, you know, we'll take it. You know, and we just get ready for the Wildcats next week.
Now let's go to Friday action. East St. John back home for the first time since Hurricane Isaac, and that means, oh yeah, the jambalaya. Ricky Trosclair made it. Amy Trosclair serving it up. Good stuff. The District 8 5A opener hosting Errett will pick it up third quarter with the Cats clinging to an 8-0 lead. Destin Stewart, though, comes up with the INT, and East St. John is in business. The Wildcats take advantage of that sweet field position. Leonard Davis screen past Jared Jackson. He does the rest, almost 24 yards down to the 2-yard line. It would set up a point-blank run by Nigel Anderson. East St. John led 15-zip. Eric's next possession, and here we go again. Charlie Payne this time picks off that floating screen, and the big guy, go Charlie, run, 62 yards. Young man also had a sack. Huge night for Charlie Payne, finds the end zone with 4:41 left in the third. East St. John led 21-zip. Davis the pass to Jackson again. This time the 2 find pay dirt, 5 yards out. It was 28-0, and that's the way it ends. Make it 2 straight now for East St. John. 28-0, the final.
Our defense, we asked them to give us 1 more turnover at the halftime, and they did. They gave us 2. And our offense moved the ball. Kudos to them. Gerald Munoz came in, and we moved the ball, and we killed the clock. And that's the mark of a championship football team. So we're good. Our kicker did well. I mean, our punter did well. And so in all phases of the game, we did a good job.
RiverParishFootball.com senior writer George Becknell was at the East St. John game. George, what stood out in this one?
Well, as you can imagine, it was a quite sort of emotional, surreal kind of thing. You know, getting everybody back together. They had played 4 straight road games after the storm, so this is the first time. You know, it's mid-season, and they're getting to see them play at home for the first time. So you had the parents and fans in the stands, a chance to see the kids play at home for that first time. It was a special occasion.
We're just getting started here at the Buckwalter Insurance Group Studios in Destrehan. Coming up later, a coming out party at Destrehan. But first, a breakthrough win for Riverside. We're back after this. Buckwalter Insurance Group has been serving the river parishes for over 20 years. With 8 licensed service and sales producers, the Buckwalter Insurance Group handles all of your insurance needs. With 3 convenient locations in Destrehan, Booty, and Kenner. Stop by and get a quote. Or just call at 985-764-3833 and compare rates at Buckwalter Insurance Group. Let's get back to the highlights at the Buckwalter Insurance Group studios here in Destrehan.
50-50, come get your tickets!
That's Coretta Jackson selling the 50-50 tickets as Riverside hosted Cohen. And how bad did the Rebels want their first win of the season? Opening kickoff against Cohen, that's James Sledgehammer, the tone setter. Defensively, it was that kind of a night for the Rebels. Brandon Ralzer comes up at the bottom of that pile. Yeah, he's got the rock. That's a football fumble recovery, and again, Riverside in business. Freshman Deuce Wallace, the young quarterback, had his best prep game of his career. 9 of 12, 146 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. Here's one of them, 42 yards to Von Julian, and Riverside was on its way. Second Cohen possession, second Cohen fumble. This time, Riverside's Xavier Ray scoops and scores. Cohen's next possession, no fumble this time, but heavy pressure. Trent Fye, Evan Veron combined with the sack. Give them a half each, they'll take it. Back to the offense and more Deuce Wallace. Fellow freshman Herb McGee on the receiving end this time. He's the second leading receiver in River Parish football. Look at the effort. Extends past the goal line. That's a 24-yard touchdown, and Riverside led 21-0. Special teams meltdown up next for Cohen. Rebels take advantage. Dustin Madare comes up with the recovery for the touchdown the route was on. Another monster game for running back Jonquil Sanders. These next 2 runs indicative of the toughness this young man possesses. Sanders never says die. Rushes 11 times, 105 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, another receiving. And Riverside wins its first game in the Bill Stubbs era, 67-6, the final. RiverParishFootball.com writer Lori Lyons joins us. She was at that game. Lori, what's your take on Riverside's first win under Bill Stubbs?
I think Stubbs was a little more relaxed than I had seen him, especially after the Curtis game. He seemed to be in a jovial mood, took his time talking to his team after the game and accepted congratulations. And the players, too, said this week was a lot more fun than previous weeks had been. I think they were very much relieved to get this one.
Time for another break. Homecoming at Destrehan. Who was named the queen? We've got the answer after this. When you're driving down the road and you hear this noise, what do? It's simple. You call LaPlace Glass at 985-652-4222. Give the make and model of your vehicle, tell them whether you're going through your insurance company, and let the professional staff at LaPlace Glass take it from there. Go ahead and relax. It's a painless process. LaPlace Glass. Give us a break. We'll fix it. Just about wrapping things up here in the Buckwalter Insurance Group studios in Destrehan. I'm Eric Ritchie. Let's get back to the highlights where Destrehan, well, they were loving life on homecoming. And I'm loving life just looking at that. Look at the burgers on the grill. That's Chad Chasson grilling them up. Destrehan was on fire as well against Higgins in the 8-5A opener. Sophomore Will Mathews, the first start of this young man's career, and the sophomore took advantage, a 16-yard touchdown to set the tone. It was 7-6 first quarter when Mathews scores again, his second touchdown of the game, finished with 123 yards rushing. Second quarter, Donovan Isom, the pass across the middle. There's Michael Smith on the slant. That's a 15-yard strike, and Destrehan led 20-13. Down the stretch, Lou Donovan Wells with 52 yards, and here's Talvin Mitchell, a touchdown run, 9 yards out, and that clinched it. 41-21 the final. Destrehan now 3-2. Afterwards, we talk to Will the Thrill.
I just want to thank my offensive line and receivers for blocking down. Without them, a lot of this running that I did couldn't be possible.
Tell me a little bit about getting the start, because it certainly didn't seem like you had any kind of nerves at all.
No, sir. I wanted to just come in every game with confidence and ready to play, no fear.
It's a whole lot better for planned service than it is for demand service.
That's why at Cajun Comfort, Electrical, Air Conditioning, and Heating, we've developed a unique umbrella for our customers known simply as
Comfort Club.
For AC units, it's the
ESA.
Energy savings agreement.
You get 2 cleanings a year. Also with that, you get a 15% discount on any repairs you may need, and you get priority service, which to me is the most important thing.
Comfort Club.
Which also includes
EPP.
Electrical Protection Plan.
We go through your panel and check all your breakers, check everything, make sure everything looks good. That way you don't have to worry about any kind of electrical fire in your home.
Comfort Club.
And for your generators,
GMP.
Generator maintenance program.
We go through, we change the oil, we change filters. When a storm comes, your generator's up and ready to kick on for you.
We're what satisfaction is supposed to feel like, and we guarantee that satisfaction 100%.
now's the time to call Cajun Comfort Electrical Air Conditioning and Heating and just ask for
Comfort Club.
That will wrap up our studio show right here in the Buckwalter Insurance Group studios. I'm Eric Ritchie for Lori Lyons and George Becknell. Thanks so much for logging on to riverparishfootball.com. Brock's Automotive and Tire Center is your one-stop shop for all your vehicle's needs. Our experienced certified auto techs offer full service on all makes and models, alignment, state inspections and brake tags, and a major selection of tires. For complete state-of-the-art auto repairs, AC work, and computer diagnostics. We're right along the river in Reserve. Brock's Automotive and Tire Center with 24-hour towing service.